CTV Amendment 64 and the controversy sweeping the state and the nation.
I'm Kirsten Swanson in Rocky Mountain National Park, where the Fern Lake Fire continues to burn over the ridge behind me. Why firefighters are having such a difficult time putting this fire out. That's coming up next on CTV News. Welcome to CTV on this Thursday evening. I'm Kirsten Swanson.
And I'm Wayne Stafford. In a press conference held earlier today, Westminster and Arvada Police revealed that the body that was found in Pat Ridge Park open space area on Wednesday was dismembered. Authorities have yet to identify the body and have not released any information regarding the gender or approximate age of the body. Police are investigating the possibility of the body being that of 10-year-old Jessica Ridgway, who disappeared last Friday on her way to school. We'll continue to keep you updated at ctvnews11.collegian.com with any further information about this case.
The Fern Lake Fire continues to burn in Rocky Mountain National Park. The fire has been burning since Tuesday, and it continues to be difficult to fight.
Thin smoke rose today over Rocky Mountain National Park. Officials say the Fern Lake Fire has burned close to 660 acres in the past 3 days.
Fire's behavior has been minimal. It's expanded in all directions, but not exponentially.
Bear Lake Road and Moraine Park remained closed because of their proximity to the fire. Visitors are being directed around these areas throughout the day. Almost 90 firefighters are trying to fight this fire, a task that proves to be very difficult.
The fire is burning in steep, rugged terrain that includes a lot of beetle kill, and that's prohibiting direct attack by firefighters on the ground.
Because it's difficult for ground crews to get into the area where the Fern Lake Fire is burning, other resources are being utilized here in Rocky Mountain National Park.
We're managing this by air water drops right now.
These heavy heli-tankers draw water from nearby lakes and dump it on the blaze. An approaching cold front may bring some much-needed moisture to the park.
If we were to get some snowfall, that would absolutely help the firefighting efforts.
Snowfall, the area has been expecting for weeks now.
Trail Ridge Road remains open for many visitors because a lot of people are getting in some late season sightseeing before we get snow here in the mountains.
Coming up on CTV, Kelsey McCallister will join us to let us know of that big needed snow headed to the country.
And CSU's annual Jay Day brings thousands of high school students to campus. Stay tuned.
Hey students! ASCSU is your student body government. To find out more, come visit us in room 109 of the LSC.
Colorado State University is committed to expanding access to education. Today, that includes online learning. CSU brings faculty and programs to students around the state and around the world. With flexibility to earn a degree online from a world-class university, and the ability to balance education with work and family. Learn more at succeedwithcsu.org.
Welcome back to CTV. Today, temperatures started to climb back up after the cool down we've experienced this week. The high temperature topped off around 62 degrees this afternoon. Tonight, expect temperatures to drop into the 30s with some fog possible in the early morning hours. Tomorrow, expect temperatures around 67 degrees with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The state was overall pretty consistent today with the high temperatures. Looking up, Fort Collins was 62, Denver was 67, 71 in Colorado Springs, Vail 59, and Gunnison was 66. There will be a cold front that will move into Colorado Friday night, though. This will push temperatures down into the 50s. For some areas, it'll be even cooler. The high country should expect some snowfall Friday and Saturday night. The amount of snowfall will depend on how cold the temperatures get. You can see the cold front here, and the snow will be expected here, and temperatures will be cooler. Taking a look at the 7-day forecast, Friday night the temperature will drop yet again into the 40s with a 40% chance of precipitation. Saturday, the chances of precipitation lowers, and the temperatures will stay in the mid-60s. Sunday will be sunny and have temperatures in near 70 degrees. Monday, temperatures will begin to climb yet again into we'll have mostly sunny skies and temperatures near 71 degrees. There will be some windy conditions on Tuesday going into Wednesday, which could keep temperatures cool and crisp. Wednesday will be sunny with a high of 66 degrees. The high country will be expecting snow in the near future. With ski season just around the corner, ski resorts are beginning to make their own snow as well. This weekend, as a cold front moves through the state, snow is expected to fall in the high country. Over the weekend, there's a 60% chance of snow. Also, don't forget to send in your predictions of when the first snowfall of the season will be for Fort Collins. Remember, it has to be at least an inch. Send your predictions to my Twitter or post it on the CTV 11 Facebook page. For CTV Weather, I'm Kelsey McCallister.
High school students from all over Colorado gathered on campus today for CSU's annual Jay Day. This day is dedicated to showing students the opportunities they can find in student media at Colorado State. Advisors from various schools were pleased to see the hope it gave students.
There's no reason to think that journalism is dying. And I think that's what's so fun about this day for a lot of our students is that there's confirmation, there's affirmation. You know, it's like coming to church in a way. We're all here, you know, as believers, and so it's just remarkable.
Coming up, November 6th marks Election Day. Stay tuned for an economic breakdown of both sides.
And a hot topic on the ballot this year, Amendment 64.
43,000 CSU Ram alums call Denver home. Now it's easier for Denver Ram fans to stay connected with CSU. CSU is proud to announce the new Colorado State University Denver Center, where Ram alums will feel at home. It's a place to make professional connections, enjoy events with other alumni, and even show your Ram pride with a wide selection of CSU fan gear. Stay connected with CSU, the CSU Denver Center at 17th and Glenarm. Learn more at rams5280.colostate.edu.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
There's still some time until voting booths open in November. Over the next couple weeks, we will show you here at CTV a few of the issues that you might want to consider in the election. This week's topic, the economy.
CSU Rams, less than a month until the presidential election. Have you decided? If not, there's still time. Our political experts break down the issues that matter most to you and where each candidate stands in this episode of Candidate Contrast. In this episode, the economy. Both President Obama and Governor Romney plan a national turnaround in job creation, and each has experience with inherited economic difficulties during their terms of office. Under Romney, Massachusetts had a net employment gain, although it ranked 47th in job creation. During Obama's presidency, 4.6 million new private sector jobs were created, although the unemployment rate is 8.1% as of August 2012. With Obama's plan, infrastructure is key. His plan is all centered on creating jobs and giving people the right tools to fill them. To do this, he wants to bring jobs back home by eliminating tax breaks for companies that outsource labor.
Ultimately, our recovery will be driven not by Washington, but by our businesses and our workers.
And from the Romney camp, Governor Romney is focusing on putting the power back in the hands of business owners. He plans to weaken unions and return management of job training programs to the states.
Business and growing jobs is about taking risk, sometimes failing, sometimes succeeding, but always striving.
Visit CTV11.com and Collegian.com for more candidate contrasts and in-depth election information.
All right, the lines are drawn over Amendment 64, which regulates the growth, manufacture, and sale of marijuana in licensed establishments to individuals 21 and over, allow for legislation concerning the growth, processing, and sale of industrial hemp, and require the first $40 million in tax revenue made annually from sales to be used for constructing public schools. I went to the Capitol this week for a closer look at Amendment 64. Both sides of Amendment 64 keep to their strong opinions.
Our current marijuana policy is based in fear, not in fact.
It creates a negative image for Colorado. I think we're known for a lot of great things. Like the governor said a few weeks ago, marijuana should not be one of them.
But why do they feel the way they do?
We think that if you increase the availability, if you can increase the accessibility and availability of it, then the consequences that come with that or you're going to have increased problems on the part of your students.
Well, question 300 was passed last year. Voters in Fort Collins have placed another initiative on the ballot, question 301. And I think that whether you're talking about Amendment 64 or question 301, we come to the same conclusion, which is that regulation works. Regulation works to take marijuana out of the hands of criminals and place it into the hands of responsible business people who then transfer it to adults who are entitled to use it.
All the campaigning for those for and against the amendment will soon come to a close, as in less than a month, Amendment 64 shall be decided here at the Colorado State Capitol building. Whether or not this amendment will increase marijuana consumption is all speculation and opinion until we get the facts. But what we should be asking, is marijuana harmful to the human body?
Never ever had to admit a patient to the hospital for any problem. It's one of the safest drugs. It doesn't cause cancer. There's not been, in recorded history, anybody who's died from a drug overdose. I think it's physiological impossible.
With both sides fighting so fiercely, it's hard to know who's telling the truth, even myself. That's why I ask you to do your own research and decide for yourself. So the poll numbers recently surveyed by Denver University and the Denver Post show 50% of Colorado voters saying yes on Amendment 64, 40% voting no, and 10% undecided.
When we come back, Melanie Rose has this week's Celebrity Countdown. Stay tuned.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to Celebrity Countdown with yours truly, Melanie Rose, and my guest today, Ryan Green.
Melanie, I'm going to be honest with you. I had McDonald's last night, and I feel like Lady Gaga right now. I just feel gigantic. Gaga-gantic.
So instead of celebrity news, today we're going to talk about 3 movies being filmed right now.
They're still kind of looking for casts and stuff like that, but we are going to tell you whether we want to see them or not.
For number 3 is Hangover 3. First of all, this movie was good once. It was not very good the second time, so I just don't even think they should film the third movie. How do you feel about it, Ryan?
Well, I thought that the second movie was just, I don't know, control, copy, control, paste from the first script. I don't know what they're going to do for number 3.
But honestly, I don't think I'm going to go see this one.
I don't have high hopes for it. I'll leave it at that.
Now, for our number 2 movie is Magic Mike 2. Now, I don't know about you ladies, but the first Magic Mike was pretty disappointing.
Wait a minute. A movie about a stripper trying to find love life outside of stripping was bad?
And on another note, the female lead was horrible, even worse than Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart, that's a big accusation. That means she was worse than a plank of wood.
Now, ladies, for all of you who read 50 Shades of Grey, this brings us to our number 1 movie.
This list has 50 Shades of Grey and Magic Mike occupying 2 out of the 3 spots. I wonder who made this list.
Guilty. All right, ladies, so this number 1 movie, I don't know about you, but I am unbelievably excited about this.
I don't know why anyone would want to see this movie. Like you said, Magic Mike was a disappointment. I think this is going to be a disappointment. Ladies, you can't have your expectations this high. I can't be Christian Grey. No guy can be Christian Grey. There's no reason to have people like this. I do not want to see this movie at all.
You know, the female lead is Emma Watson.
Correction, Melanie, you were right. Our number 1 movie that is coming out is 50 Shades of Grey.
For more celebrity gossip, be sure to go on CTV11.com. For Ryan Green, I'm Melanie Rose, and thanks for watching our show.
Well, that's all the time that we have. Check out any stories you saw tonight on CTV11news.collegian.com.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great